What's up everybody, Dr. Houlihan here again with another barefoot shoe review. The shoe that I've got to review today is the Aptos by Xero Shoes. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about with this shoe is the toe box. Looking at it both from the top view and from the bottom view, you can see that there's adequate width through the toe box to fit any sort of toe spacers. I personally like to wear correct toes and they can fit inside the shoe either with or without socks. So the toe box gets an A+ on the width. As far as the flexibility and the ground feel goes, like all the barefoot shoes, it's going to be a really flexible shoe and give you that good ground feel that you want. It does come with a removable insert inside the shoe, but for what it's worth, the insert is pretty thin. I think it's more just for like sweat and odor defense more than anything. I didn't really feel a noticeable difference having the insole in versus having the insole out, so I decided just to leave it in. As far as the sizing goes on Xero Shoes, they did something that I really appreciate, and they offer their shoes in half Euro sizes, which is very rare. I haven't seen any other company do that so far. So this shoe came in a US 10, Euro 43.5. I'm usually having to decide whether I want to go Euro 43 and run the risk of it being too snug, or Euro 44 and run the risk of it being too roomy. Xero Shoes offers a Euro 43.5, which is perfect for my foot. Granted, it's not going to be perfect for everybody, but they do offer like half Euro sizes for those of you who are like me and are kind of right in between sizes. As far as the pricing goes on these shoes, you cannot beat the price on the Xero Shoes. These shoes retail for $65. That's it. Direct from xeroshoes.com. And they'll probably go even cheaper on secondhand marketplaces like eBay and things like that. But since these were already listed at a pretty affordable price, I just went directly to xeroshoes.com and I got some. As far as the style goes, I really like the way the shoes look. I'm a fan of slip-on shoes. I also have the Oats Espadrille and the Field Grounds drop top. And these ones match up similarly style-wise. And with the zinc gray colorway, it's pretty versatile. You can't really go wrong. Black, white, and gray, you can't really miss. The one thing I was concerned about was this extra cushioning around the heel collar. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the camera, but it does have some extra padding there around the back. I thought it might look a little big and goofy looking when I ended up putting it on my foot, but it ended up not. It looks fine. You can't really notice it when it's on your foot. Durability wise, I've only had them for a little bit, so I can't say how well they're going to match up against the elements and against the test of time. But just from feeling the shoe, it does feel like it's pretty well constructed and substantially built. I don't really anticipate any separation of the canvas from the outsole or anything like that. It looks like a pretty well built shoe, and it feels like a pretty well built shoe as well. So durability wise, again, can't give you a great estimate, but I'm guessing they're going to do just fine. The only drawbacks I can think for this shoe is that the canvas is a little bit stiffer than, for instance, the Oats Espadrille, and so when you are flexing it and bending it, it tends to look a little bit more wrinkly. I don't know if you guys can see, I've only worn these shoes 3 times so far, but they are starting to form like some wrinkle lines. And so I know at some point your shoes are not going to look brand new, but I'm afraid with these, that point will come a little bit sooner rather than later. The other thing that I wanted to mention as far as the drawbacks is the fit around the ankle. For some reason, and I don't know why, it just feels like this hole right here is too large. I know they have this extra padding here, but it just feels sometimes a little bit loose around the ankle. I guess it's okay if you have more of a high volume foot and you really fill up your shoes, but for me, I do not have that much of a high volume foot and it just feels a little bit loose around the ankle sometimes. So those are really the only drawbacks I have. Overall, it's still a really good shoe. The price is great, the sizing is great, the ground feel is great. So I'm going to rate this Xero Shoes Aptos an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, that is my review of the Aptos by Xero Shoes. I hope you found this information helpful and informative. I'm ordering shoes every week, so as always, be on the lookout for more videos.